Hey guys, so lately I've been consulting with a lot of men who have been complaining of having tailbone pain, but at the same time, or maybe later on in time, developing some type of prostate pain. So today I kind of want to show you the connection between the two, and hopefully it gives you guys some more information. I'm Hina Sheth. I'm the owner and practitioner at Rebalance Physical Therapy and Wellness in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as well as on the main line. So when someone is starting to develop tailbone pain, especially without an injury. So say you haven't fallen, you haven't, had some sporting injury or something like that, and you all of a sudden develop tailbone pain. Most of the time, this is due to muscular issues. And so what I want to show you is there's a group of muscles that are located inside of your pelvis. They are called the pelvic floor muscles. And those of you who are subscribed to my channel, I talk about this all the time. But if you don't know much about the pelvic floor, I have other videos on it, but I'm going to kind of run through this. So there's this group of muscles that are called the pelvic floor. They're like 14 plus muscles, and many of them have connections to the tailbone. So if there is tightness and restrictions in this area, it can actually affect the tailbone and start giving you this idiopathic tailbone pain. And this over time can continue to get tight and symptomatic and painful, and then the pain can spread into other places. And so maybe initially the tightness may start here, but then it can spread very easily throughout a bunch of these other muscles, as well as around the hip, the abdominal, the low back. And when that starts to happen, you can start developing all sorts of other pains, especially in the genitals, and so prostate for this particular video. When we look at how the pelvic floor muscles are connected to all the other muscles in and around kind of the hip, the low back, abdomen, we have to take a look at this picture. So this is a picture of the back of a body, and you can see these are the hamstrings. Here are the glute muscles. On this side, this is the big glute max muscle, and if you take the glute max off, you have all these other muscles underneath which hook onto the hip. But you can see that right over here, this group of muscles, which is the pelvic floor again, has connections to the tailbone, but it also, even though you can't really tell here, there's also a couple of muscles that actually attach up into the hip. And so when you develop potentially tailbone pain from, let's say, maybe a hip surgery or a hip injury or something like that, nothing that you think is close to the tailbone, there can be this connection between the pelvic floor and the hip. And so if you've had, hip stuff going on, it can affect the tailbone, which then if these muscles in general become tight, they can then start potentially referring up into the prostate area. So for those of you guys who have gone from urologist to other practitioners, and you're not finding anything and they're not finding anything going on, then the likelihood that this is a muscle issue is pretty high. All right. The other thing I want to point out, because the other thing that these men that I'm consulting with are also talking about how they're developing urinary issues. So the reason why this can develop is because when you have pelvic floor issues, which is like this, I'm depicting it, or not but this picture is depicting the pelvic floor as just a general line of red muscles here. These muscles go through, again, you can see it attaches to the tailbone, but they go through the rectum, the prostate, and the bladder, and then all the way into kind of attachments into the pubic bone. All right. So if these muscles are tight, again, they can cause you pain in any areas over here. So for those of you who are dealing with this video is resonating with you, a couple of things. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, put a comment below. All of these things helps people who are going through this, and there's a ton of men that go through this. We do this as a living every single day. If you live in and around this area and you're looking to get help, no brainer, give our office a call. All of our information is located in the information box. We also, for those of you who don't live around here or don't have time to get to us, we have an online program. It's the Male Pelvic Pain Solution, where we talk you through how to work on these muscles at home yourself. And literally, once you purchase the program, you literally have access to these videos, and boom, boom, boom. It's like 15 minutes a day. And the goal is to get rid of your pain, or at least get you progressing in the right direction within a couple of weeks. Okay. If not right away. Some people, they feel an amazing difference within like just watching a couple of the videos and doing the exercises. So lots of helpful information for those of you who are looking to get this treated. And so again, I hope this resonated with you guys. We're going to have a lot more videos coming up. We always do. And give us some questions. If there's questions that you guys have, I usually look at those comments and I try to make videos about them. So have an awesome day, guys.